Greetings and salutations. How's it going, everybody? It's Danthol, and we're back for another episode of Virtual Reality in VR. I don't know why I keep doing that. Sometimes I go in the backyard when I'm walking and thinking about what to record for the show, and I say I'm going to stop doing that, but then I don't, because it's just become a stupid tradition of me adding an echo effect. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? My name is Danthol. This is the Virtual Reality in VR show. It's a show about virtual reality in virtual reality. It started in October when I got this Quest 3. I got it on launch day, and I decided I wanted to start a whole new podcast and show about virtual reality and about my experience with the Quest 3. I'm using this every single day for a whole year, so until October 11th of this year, I plan on doing 45 minutes of exercise and 300 calories. I've talked about this in previous episodes, but this may be the first episode you're watching, so hello. This episode, we're going to be talking about the Apple Vision Pro. It's going to be coming out here in February 2nd. I've been following the Apple Vision Pro since they kind of announced it. I even started talking about when is Apple finally going to come out with their first VR headset. I started a podcast in 2016, 2017, I forget, which was called PSVR Life. I got the hat here. This is my Danthol hat, and it says psvrlife.com. I think that domain's available if you want to go buy that domain and pretend you're Danthol in 2017 talking about PlayStation VR. Anyways, on the show I speculated that this isn't really going to pick up until Apple comes out with their version of the headset. And it's been a long time coming because virtual reality really started, I would say 2014 is when I got my first Oculus dev kit, the DK1. And I played around with that. I sold the dev kit for like $375 so I can get a PlayStation 4, which wasn't a bad idea because it had my foot in the door for the PSVR when that happened. So it's all equal. Anyways, February 2nd is when this thing's going to be coming out. I've been looking into it and following it. I knew that it's going to be coming out when the Quest 3 came out, but they announced this bad boy right here, which is a powerful device with nice gaming controllers, decent battery. People complain about the battery a lot, but it's okay. It serves my needs. Everything else at $500. I'm like, I'm in. I know that, they're selling this at pretty much a loss or just barely anything because they're subsidizing for all of the data they're gathering from you and all of the apps that you buy and everything else, and they're going to make their money back. But Apple is not following that same trend, and theirs is $3,500. 7 of these. You can get 7 of the MetaQuest 3s for the price of one Apple Vision Pro. I was looking into the stats. I'm like, what is that really buying you? The Quest 2, when you break it all down, my research says that this does about 2.4 teraflops, floating point operations. The amount of processing this can do, the amount of graphics and everything else can give you 2.4 is great. That's a video game console right there. That's better than a PlayStation 4. It's like a PlayStation 4 Pro or like Xbox Series S kind of level of processing of gaming. You can get a lot out of it. The Apple Vision Pro is 3.5 teraflops, which is great. It's a whole nother teraflop. But for that whole other teraflop, you're paying $3,000. And that's what kind of sold me on the Quest 3 of being the right headset. I realized that, this guy is like a Cadillac, a loaded Cadillac. You can get in this, you can drive around town, people go, ooh, that's nice, you have a Cadillac. And you can take that thing to Walmart, and they got everything at Walmart there for you. They got the games, they got guns, they got baseball bats, they got all the fun stuff that you want to load into your Cadillac and play with. The Apple Vision Pro is I was looking for $350,000 cars, $50,000 car versus $350,000 car, and I landed on the Aston Martin V12 Vantage Roadster. Nice, beautiful car. But this car, you can drive it to the Apple store is what it's at. But I was looking at the apps that are going to be coming out for the Apple, and it's really Spartan. Like, the second app on there is Encounter Dinosaurs. So I went online and I found some videos. Justine was talking about it on her channel from a video like 7 months ago. It says basically a dinosaur, a hole opens up and you see a dinosaur, and if you get up, it kind of follows you, and the dinosaur is looking at you, and if you put your hand out, it snaps at you. So you're encountering dinosaurs. I'm like, that's great. Then what? What else is on there? Encounter Dinosaurs, Stocks, Apple TV, Safari. Those are the two things that people are going to be doing this on this. You're going to be on Apple TV, and you're going to be able to watch some of their immersive experiences and everything. They're going to have some VR videos. I'm pretty sure they're going to trot out a lot of the other VR videos that are out there on YouTube or other resources. The award-winning Henry the Porcupine, or the one with the rabbit and the aliens. They'll probably get the Felix and Paul stuff on there. Who knows? But either way, you're going to have Apple TV with an immersive experience. If you want to watch Ted Lasso, I guess, in a big giant screen. And then Safari, which I think basically is going to be the killer app for this thing, is the Safari browser, because that's what you're going to be doing everything with. There's no YouTube. There's, no YouTube, no Netflix, no Spotify apps that are specialized for the Apple Vision Pro. And they're all basically saying, hey, we're not going to bother developing this thing and doing pinch motion and everything like that, because it's not going to net us anything back. We're not going to get the subscribers from this, there's no return. So basically everything's going to be in your browser. You want to watch Netflix, anything else, browser. If you want to do other kind of things, you better have a nice laptop so that you can stream the laptop to it. I'm looking at this, of course, from a gamer's perspective and a app user perspective. I love the Quest 3. This thing, you can sideload stuff into it. The other day, I didn't successfully mod Beat Saber to have custom songs, but I know it's possible. I just need to put a little bit more effort into it. But I mean, that's the killer app right there for a Quest. Beat Saber, Synth Riders, all of these other kind of fitness apps that are in there that kind of do the motion tracking, all of the games, Population 1. They keep on adding more and more stuff. They got Rec Room, they got Roblox, they got all these other things that are out there that are massive environments for people to socialize in and do things in. Horizon Worlds, VR chat. These things aren't going to be on the Apple Vision Pro. The Apple Vision Pro is essentially just a big display. It's a big monitor. It's a laptop for your face. You'll be able to open up the windows here and the windows there and get your keyboard or use the virtual keyboard. You can do things. And I dug deep to see what games they're going to be coming out with on this. Basically, they have the Apple Arcade games, which is like 250 games that are out. You'll be able to play them on a big screen, and that's nice. It's great, but it's still a mobile game. You'll be able to play Stardew Valley, Solitaire, Jetpack Joyride, which that might be fun, but it's not VR, it's just on a big screen. There's even My Little Pony, if that's your thing. But then they have a couple games that are going to be Apple Vision Pro games, the things that come out with it. And the ones they have are Super Fruit Ninja, which everybody knows what Fruit Ninja is at this point. I'm sure you'll just be chopping with your hands. Chop, 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 karate. And, with pineapples and passion fruits and everything else like that. And then they have What the Golf. And if you haven't seen What the Golf before, it's a golf game, but it's not a golf game. In the game, you draw the mouse back and then you let it go and it throw. The whole motion that you're going to be doing in the Apple Vision Pro is going to be, you're going to be pinching the balls. Pinch the ball, pull the ball back, let the ball, pinch balls. You'll be pinching balls all day long and whatever else. You'll be playing What the Golf, fine. And then they have Game Room. And I had to look this one up too, because this sounds like, the kind of things that they include with the Nintendo DS or something, the Game Room. It's checkers and chess and Go and all of those other kind of things. And I'm sure they'll have some multiplayer functions. I'm sure some of the other, but that's what you're going to be doing. Maybe you'll have virtual cards you can hold in your hands. But a lot of the Apple Vision Pro, it's going to be just for that. It's they're selling these things for the early adopters, for the social media influencers. That's who's going to be playing with this. You're going to be seeing a lot of videos that are going to be coming out soon about the Apple Vision Pro. I used the Apple Vision Pro for a whole week. I spent a whole week in VR. And, my first impressions is there's going to be a flood of all of this, and then it's going to be crickets, because there's no big software coming out for this. The included software, it's like Mail, Apple TV, Books, Encounter Dinosaurs, Settings, Stocks, and then every single app that you can use on your iPhone or your Mac or other kind of things. But it's not VR. They're even saying this isn't VR. They're saying it's spatial computing, which sounds nice, but to me, it sounds like you're strapping a $3,500 laptop onto your face. You might as well just get a laptop. I have this, and I know I can go and watch movies and do other kind of things like that, but if I want to watch a movie, I'll turn on my TV. If I want to play a mobile game, I'll pull out my phone. I do. I play mobile games. Right now I'm playing Eat Venture, which is just a game where you upgrade things and then servers and chefs serve food and customers come in and you choose things and you have daily events or weekly events or things like that. Sure. But I mean, am I going to pay $3,500 to do that in virtual reality? No. So the AVP, definitely not for me. It'll be out there for somebody. Somebody will love it. I think it's just going to be a dust collector after a short while, unless you're a hardcore Apple fan. And these people who do buy it, and they spend their $3,500 to start. You have to get Apple Care. You have to get custom lenses if you're going to do that kind of thing. You have to get maybe different bands or other kind of things. Subscription. It's just going to be a barren wasteland of no real virtual reality software for at least the first year, maybe the first 2 years or whatever. Maybe they'll throw a couple apps out there, but the developers aren't going to be keen to spend a lot of time and effort to develop an Apple Vision Pro specific thing. I've even read that they haven't given developers access to the cameras or to the eye tracking or to the other kind of things. So developers don't even have the ability to beta test and do things. The beta testers are going to be the buyers. And I just don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming out with it. I'm definitely not going to buy one. A bunch of the people I met when we went to the hackathon last week, they're all buying it. They're buying like two. I have to have two. And it was, here, I'm going to make a video to show you how to pre-order this. And the video's 30,000 views to how to pre-order an Apple Vision Pro. Maybe their next one, when that comes out, will be, maybe they just call it Apple Vision X or whatever, and they charge $1,500 for it. That's going to get, I think, a lot more faces strapped with an AVP. We'll see what happens. Anyways, aside from all of that, I've spent too much time just watching these videos and getting immersed and getting an idea of what this is all going to be about. Is it for me? No. I've never owned an Apple product in my life. When I was a little kid, I was introduced to an Apple IIe at school, and they showed it to me. You say, you see the screen, and it has that little thing that's flashing? That's called a cursor, and it'll just flash and flash and flash and flash forever until you put a command prompt into it. I'm like, okay, that's cool, I guess. And then eventually I got to play, what was it, Math Muncher or Number Muncher, where you and whatever. All of the Apple II games. My friend had an Apple II, and there's some fun games on that too, Karateka and things. But once I was able to get myself on an IBM clone, I was done. It's like Apple's gone. I had an Amiga 500 as well. That was fun. Ooh. I'm sweaty. That means the show is about over. At the end of the show here, I'll show you a couple of videos of games I've been playing. I played Power Beats VR. Somebody gave that to me as a gift a while back, and I finally got around to playing it. I'm not a big fan. It's like kind of like a Beat Saber kind of thing, but the balls are coming at you and you're smashing them and punching them and maybe up and maybe you're ducking and things like that. The songs are kind of weak sauce in there. There's nothing that's like hard hitting, at least the first couple songs I played. It has a mode in there that you can put in your own songs and it will generate the thing for your own songs, but it's not good. It has you're hitting this, and this, or maybe you're hitting two of them at a time, and then you're doing the wave thing and you're keeping your hands in it, and then you're doing more of that and you're hitting, and then you're, doing more of the wave, and it just kind of goes back and forth. Maybe you duck. other things. It doesn't seem synced up with the music, so not for me. Also played Ragnarok, which is another rhythm game. It's kind of a Norse thing. You have the guys and they're on the boat, rowing the boat, and you're beating the hammers, and the song's coming, and you got to beat the drums and do all of that. It was kind of fun. The music was nice. I might pick it up when it's on a good deep discount. I'm sure this will show up in a humble bundle again one of these days. And then I also played some Zaccaria Pinball, which is on Steam VR, but it has low enough requirements that even if you have a potato PC like me, you can play this in VR with Steam Link, and it works great. So anyways, yeah, that's my episode on Apple Vision Pro. Tell me what you think about the Apple Vision Pro. Are you buying one, or are you smart like me and getting a Quest? I mean, this is $500. You can get this guy right here, the Quest 2, at Walmart right now for $250. So you can buy 14 of these or one Apple Vision Pro. That's the hard decision to make. $3,500 is so much. Anyways, I won't talk about it anymore. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.